How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We got the little Chinese excavator here in the garage. I think we've got about over 400 foot of ditch dug so far with this machine, and we want to make sure we check all the fluids and everything. We need to do a little bit more tomorrow, and we'll have about 500 foot of line in a water line. So this little guy is actually working really well. It's really surprising at how well it digs and how fast it is. It's actually pretty quick. It's a nice little machine. But I wanted to go over this machine a little bit with you guys and show you just a little bit about it, because I'm pretty amazed at the price of these things and what they can do. They're actually built pretty good. So this steel right here is 9/16 of an inch thick, and that's where the arm bolts on there. And then let me look at this. This is all 1/4 inch steel. That's pretty heavy for this little machine. Only thing I'm not really crazy about is the grease fittings. This has them pin fittings, and this guy needs grease, so we're gonna have to get our pin grease gun out and get in there and get those greased up. When he ordered this little machine, he got the thumb with it, and he got about 4 different buckets with this thing. And that little one there is awesome for a water line. That's almost a must if you're going to do the water line. The only thing I really don't care for is this bolt right here. So if you want to be able to use your thumb, you literally have to get a wrench out, take this bolt out, and move it down. I don't know why I couldn't have just a pin in there, because I think a pin would work just fine. One of the things we'd like to change on this thing, we'd like to see some non-skid pads down here on the bottom, because I noticed when they're digging, their feet are slipping off this pad, and also that's basically when you're getting on and off. But it needs a set of foot pegs out here so you can put your feet out on. That way it's not your foot is not wanting to slip off the machine. You can see the scratch marks from their feet scratching here. That's from it sliding off. Now, another cool thing about this machine, it just run off of like a 13 or 13.5 horsepower motor. And this is almost like the Predator engine. We have one right over here. This motor is exactly the same motor that's on that Chinese excavator. Now, this little machine, this is your throttle for this machine. And normally it's only run about half throttle. It doesn't need to go up any higher than half throttle. It digs perfectly fine at half throttle. It also has lights on this machine, which is pretty cool for those late afternoon digs. If you want to keep going, turn your lights on. The back of the machine is built really heavy. This is really thick steel, and you have a big plate down here. This is really heavy steel also. Then there's your hydraulic fluid right in here. Sight glass for that. Your on and off, power on and off. You don't want to leave this running. If you leave this on, it's going to put hours on your machine. You don't want that. This is where you put your hydraulic fluid in. Now, a little issue getting the fuel in there. So you got to have a funnel to get your fuel in there because it's down so low. Don't know what you could do with that, but it's definitely down a little low. And he also said that if this is sitting in the rain, this is the hour meter, and it gets water down in there. So he put a little piece of plastic. Needs some type of cover over that. And if you're used to using a backhoe, this is more like excavator mode. This is more like in the excavator mode. So you can change this around. All you have to do is move some hydraulic hoses. I like to operate in backhoe mode, and this thing is in excavator mode. This thing also has a pretty awesome little blade on the front for covering up your ditches, and it does a pretty good job. It does a really good job. Not too bad at all. And I've also seen my son's been running this thing for a few days now, and those tracks, it's unbelievable how well they go in the mud, because this has been in some serious mud, and it just goes like a tank. Easy to adjust your tracks right here. You want to make sure they stay half decent tight, but not too tight, because if they're too tight, it's not good for it, and if they're too loose, they'll come off. Now, you can get different attachments for the front end of this. You can hook it on right here. You can get like a drill, an auger. There's a whole bunch of different attachments you can get. You can even get a mower for the front of this thing. If you see these hydraulic lines right down in there, you can see them couple hydraulic lines. They're behind this pan right here. This pan needs to be taken off, and them hydraulic lines need to be put inside of like a bigger hose, like a water hose or something, wrapped around them and zip tied, because they're actually rubbing a little bit on that metal. So there's just a few things, a few modifications to actually make this thing a little bit better. It's not a lot that needs done to it, but a few little things could help it out and make it a little more comfortable to run. But I'm really liking this little machine. Now, this is not my machine. This is actually a friend of ours. It's a friend of my son's there. He said he could use it to dig his water line, his lines for his house. And it is his machine, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to help him out a little bit and do some modifications to it to make it a little bit better and a little more comfortable for when he's running it. Okay, the machine actually digs really well. We've had no issues with it, and it'll get into... Now, we've been digging some very, very hard clay, and it's a little bit slow digging, but man, it definitely digs better than a shovel. I wouldn't want to run a shovel in none of that ground we just dug up. That was like 400 foot of very hard clay, but the little machine went right through it. Took time, but it did it. Definitely better than a shovel. So I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.